Now we will discuss the Fourier's law of heat conduction. Fourier's law of heat conduction is the governing equation to analyze the steady state heat transfer. To understand this law, I am considering a plain wall, something like this, which is made up of some material. The temperature at one surface is say T1 and the temperature at another surface is maintained at T2 such that T1 is greater than T2. If this is the case, the heat transfer will be in the direction from the surface having temperature T1 to the surface having temperature T2. If I consider the thickness of this slab or this plane layer is the delta x, and if I consider this is the positive direction of x axis such that this is x is equal to 0. So if T1 is greater than T2, the heat transfer will be from T1 to T2. So I can write the heat transfer is something like this from T1 to T2. And as this is a material, as a solid material, I will consider there is a conduction heat transfer from layer 1 to layer 2. Now it is found that the rate of heat transfer Q is directly proportional to the cross section area perpendicular to this direction. Again, it is directly proportional to the temperature difference in between the two boundaries, but it is inversely proportional to the thickness of this material. If I remove this sign, so I can write Q is equal to some constant K into area into delta T, temperature difference, and thickness delta X. Now it is found that the heat transfer from T1 to T2, from surface 1 to surface 2, will be something like this. This heat transfer, this is nothing but your dt by dx, that is the slope of the temperature function, which is having the negative gradient. As this is negative gradient, I must write the negative sign here. This negative sign indicates that the rate of heat transfer Q or the heat transfer is taking place in the positive direction of the x-axis. In the positive direction of the x-axis. In between from T1, surface T1 to surface T2. And it's a positive quantity Q. Okay. So if I write this law at x is equal to 0, I can write this Q is equal to minus K into area into dt by dx. So this becomes your Fourier law of heat conduction, where this K is called as thermal conductivity of the material. So this is the thermal conductivity of the material. Thermal conductivity is the ability of the material to carry the heat. The unit is watt per meter degree Celsius. The ability of the material to carry the heat, as it is depends on the material. If I consider say two material, this is material A, which is say made up of the copper. Then there is again one material I will consider. Say this is made up of the silicon. The thermal conductivity of copper I can approximate at 400 watt per meter degree Celsius. Whereas for silicon approximately I am taking 150 watt per meter degree Celsius. As the copper is having the more thermal conductivity, the rate of heat transfer to copper is much higher as compared to the rate of heat transfer to silicon. This means the rate of heat transfer depends on the thermal conductivity of material, which in turn depends on the type of the material or the material. Then it depends on the A. Very important thing to note here, this area, this is not the area, surface area, this is not the surface area, this is the area of cross section perpendicular to the direction of heat transfer. What does it mean? If I consider this as a plane wall, this is the thickness, this is the thickness, this is not the area. What area is here? If I consider this wall something like this is the wall and this is the cross section area. So in this case I am interested in this area. So this is the area of the cross section or the area which is perpendicular to the direction of heat transfer. So I need to consider this as the area. For example, the wall which is having the height h and this is what the width of the wall, the cross section area will be W into h. So this is very important to understand, W into h. So why I am taking this area? Because I am considering the heat transfer is in the positive direction of x-axis. This I will call as a 1D. It means this is a one-dimensional heat transfer. Only in this direction. There is no heat transfer in this direction. There is no heat transfer in any other direction like this. Okay, I am only considering there is a heat transfer in one direction, that is the positive direction of x-axis. So this becomes your Fourier's law of heat conduction.